Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here. Just a couple of housekeeping rules before we start. The presentation will take about 15 minutes, after which we'll take questions. You can add your questions onto the chat. We will make sure that we cover them all. There's a sign up link in the chat. Please have a look. Please sign up. There's no subscription fee associated with signing up. So please go ahead and do that. All right. In the next couple of minutes, we will take you through the platform, the Kenekt platform, and see how you can use it to source all your new property deals. Marty and I are co-founders in Kenekt. Kenekt originally started off as a house and land stock management system for wholesale builders. But over a period of time, it has transformed into a full stack aggregation platform. We are expecting solid growth this year, which means more builders, more stock. We are looking for a couple of new partners to join the platform. At a high level, Kenekt remains a B2B house and land marketplace with about 55 suppliers today. We cover almost all major locations in the country, investment locations in the country. Note that we do make sure that you have the right suppliers so that you are confident about presenting stock to your clients for sure. Asset type wise, we cover house and land as well as dual keys, duplexes, co-living, rooming houses, and a couple of apartments and townhouses as well. Once your account is set up and you're onboarded, you get instant access to all our stock. The idea behind Kenekt is obviously simplicity. The platform is built to present data and documents to you. Right? That means that every property on the platform comes with an accompanying property pack that could include, say, build and land details. It could include inclusion documents, rental appraisals if you have requested one, commission level details, as well as guidance on how to get to a sale. It is important to note that it's not just data that we provide. There is support provided by our account managers behind the scene as well. Optionally, you can white label the portal and present it under your own brands. It could mean a couple of things. It could mean that the stock is sitting on your website, or it is sitting in a subdomain that we maintain. It also gives you the ability to manage all your referrers in one platform. We do all of this deliberately so that you have all the support. We are in the background. Your brand's protected as well as front and center with clients. Very importantly, the process with Kenekt. Kenekt attempts to support you end-to-end till bill completion. The client relationship always remains with you. Our role is to get you to an unconditional deal. The account managers are ready to be reached out and are ready to assist throughout the process. We track deal progress, contract issue, etc. We keep you informed and we expect the same from you so that everyone's in the loop. After sale, we monitor bill progress and manage commission stage payment as well, making sure that everyone's getting paid on time. If additional support is required, Kenekt can provide that additional support. This could mean various things, including buyer presentation support or sales closing. If you need to understand more around additional support, you can talk to our account managers. They'll be happy to walk you through the options available. Right. When you join Kenekt, you join a club. We keep you in the loop with all kinds of updates, regular updates. This could be new stock, suburb updates, market insights, anything that can be useful in conversations with clients. The account managers in the team can organize builder visits, etc. Everything directed towards getting you to the deal. Kenekt also runs events information events, webinars, and seminars almost every month now to keep you updated on stock again, stock and market insights. The team behind the scene works really hard to keep you informed on opportunities across the country. Kenekt, the team, Cam leads the account management team. Lee and Brett are account managers in the team. Our account managers have about 50 years of combined industry experience. Sheena provides customer support, sees to it that everything keeps moving. Let's have a quick look at the portal. I'll hand over to Marty now to show you the technology as well as the data behind the portal. Marty, would you be able to do so?
Hey, thanks, Pravin, and welcome everyone. I'll just share my screen and let's go through this. Okay, here we go. I think that's the key challenge, isn't it, Pravin? Getting through the share screen. Can you see my screen, Pravin?
Yes, all good.
Okay. So thanks very much. As Pravin said, look, the purpose of Kenekt is really to take the sourcing of new property off your hands. So we bring together so many suppliers and we have daily updates through both automation, a lot of automation now, and a lot of manual, but not so much manual data uploads. But the data here is actually being uploaded every day. Okay, so our focus is really to take that off your hands so that you can focus on selling rather than going through emails and spreadsheets and so on. So I'm going to go guide you through a couple of the areas that Pravin spoke about. When you log in, I think the first thing you should do is actually set up your own custom logo, because on all our brochures, you can create a white label brochure with your own details and own logo on there. So head over to your details at the right-hand corner here and go to My Account. And you can simply just upload your business logo. Just drag and drop it there, okay? Now, once you've got it there, head back to Properties. So Properties, as you can see here, it's just a big list. The key thing on the left-hand side is your filters, okay? So you can filter by state, by region, by price range, whatever matches your buyer's criteria, property type, and so on. For example, I wanted to find duplexes and so on. I can just find them there. Click on any row, and that will actually open up the property details, whereby you can even open up a full page if you want. At the top here, it says Open Property Details. And then you can print a brochure. So let's go for that. So printing a brochure, it'll actually pull together all that information, and this is something you can share with your buyer. So there you go. So it has all your property facade information, project information, full price in the floor plan on there as well. Okay, it isn't the full property pack, as Pravin said. The full property pack is provided to you after you've done an inquiry. So you say, well, how do I find out about that? It's the big blue button at the bottom here. That kicks off our deal. Okay, so let us know as much information as you can about your buyer. Okay, in terms of their finance approval, in terms of their budget, when are they looking to buy? That all helps us prepare maybe this property for you, but maybe some other ones as well. Okay, don't forget, we offer a full property sourcing service for you so that we can interact with a whole panel of suppliers and find maybe one or two different packages for you that suit your buyer. It's not just contained with the stock list here. So let us know if they have the pre-approval or finance letter. Are you just checking on availability? We'll check availability on every package that you inquire on, okay, with the supplier before you have to go out and present that to your buyer. Yeah, let us know. Is it a owner-occupier, first-home buyer, or other, or and some other information. Okay, so please kick it off with a property inquiry. To understand what the referral fees are, every package should have a little drop-down here called referral details. And what this will do is actually show you a breakdown of when payments are made according to the construction stages being achieved. Okay, so our role here is to be as transparent as possible so that you can see those breakdown payments there. Now, those amounts may change, but we'll confirm those after you've submitted your expression of interest. So you go, okay, Marty, what's an expression of interest? Well, we've got a form right here. Once you've done the presentation to your buyer and they're ready to proceed, simply grab the expression of interest form, fill it out, and provide that back to your account manager with their identification details. Okay, so this just gives us just enough information to go and engage with the supplier and then start the contract process. So there you go. That's the first two parts of our quick demo. Searching for properties. You can do different searches over here. If you want to do a quick search, you can do something like duplex in Victoria. A little bit of an AI search there. Yeah, it'll come up with the same thing. A really nice feature here of our portal is that you can actually save this search and get reminders, actually property alerts coming out to your inbox every day if there's new listings that match the criteria. So let's do this. We'll say email me every time a property matches. I'm going to do it daily at 9 o'clock and just save that search. All your saved searches can be found up the top here, just like REA or domain. And here we go. We've got Duplexes in Victoria here, sending me email alerts every day. So this is a really nice way. You don't have to log into the portal every day, but if you've got a buyer with a certain criteria, load the criteria in here and you get automatic emails in your inbox when something's ready to go. Another cool feature is lists. So you might want to create a short list to present to a buyer. Here's how to do that. So when looking at a particular property, you can see at the top right-hand corner, a little save button up here. So you just click on save and you can add it to an existing list or maybe into a new list. So let's go that one. Marty's new list, here we go. Look, the idea here, guys, is just to create a set of bookmarks so you don't lose the property again. Okay, and head up to my lists at the top here. You can always get back to those lists. There you go, a bit of a short list of properties. And of course, you can export this as a stock list. We give you a stock list out of the box, PDFs or Excel, however you want to do it. Right, okay, a couple more things here. If you don't see a package that matches your criteria, send us a sourcing request. The simplest way to kick off this is just to go up to general inquiry, fill out the same information you would. Our team will go out and talk to our panel and see what we can get. Maybe you've seen a floor plan that you like, but you want to find it on a different block, or you've got your own land and we need to do a package for you. Send us that information, submit this form, and away we go. So that's the general inquiry. Now, after the deal's done, how do we track our payments? How do we track things that are already unconditional? Head up to My Deals. So Kenekt wants to be as transparent as possible with when the payments are occurring and how those are progressing. So you can always log in here to the portal and we'll send you statements as these stages are achieved, of course. So you can see for every home, how much is outstanding and how much has been paid. Okay, so just want to be totally, you can get a whole statement export there as well. So for every package, you could see how much money has been paid and how that progresses through frame and lockup and so on. A question I quite often get asked is, how many payments are there if we refer a property? And my answer is it varies. Some suppliers have unconditional and then slab or base, and some have more than that. They could have up to 4. We don't try not to have 5. It's just too many payments to try and manage through the whole system. So there you go. There's the key, I guess, the key features of the platform in terms of research, saving things for your buyers, for presentation, tracking your deals, and then engaging our services to really go and find different variations that may not be on the portal. Now, Prabhan did touch on actually having a white label version of this. As you can see, the property portal currently has got Kenekt branding everywhere. It doesn't work for everyone. So what we can give you is a full white labeled agency account. What that means is you've got your own domain name. Okay, so properties.marty.com, for example. Everything's on my own brand. Kenekt is never mentioned anywhere. Okay, so this is a great thing because for you to present in front of your buyers, it looks like this is your own stock list, and it is. You've got full access to the data. Okay, we've got a full set of APIs that you can actually pull the properties down into your website. You could or even into your CRM if you want to use them in a research tool, for example. Okay, again, no subscriptions on these. And we do also have a WordPress plugin and a HubSpot listings plugin. So any new listings can be pushed into HubSpot and be used in that way. So it's quite open. Okay, we are as much as we can be a highly technical company. So we've got a lot of advanced features there as well. So just to show you, for example, what that white label portal looks like, I'm just going to swoop over to this page over here. This is one of our partners. Now I've logged in as what we call a referral partner. And what that is, here we go. So what that means is your white label agency is basically just a copy of the Kenekt marketplace, but it's for your own purposes, okay? And you can invite your own referral partners or even buyers into your own agency, but they definitely can't actually go around you and sign up with the main marketplace. This is often a question I get asked, oh, what if someone, hears about Kenekt and tries to sign up? Well, we respect, relationships at Kenekt, right? It's very important in the way we do business here. So you can actually use your white label agency for your own buyers or maybe your own referral team. You've got a team out there who are sending you referrals, get them to sign up in the property portal, your own version of that. It's all on your own brand. And there's no referral fees mentioned there as well, right? So that's very important in just protecting those relationships. So if you want to know more information about that, please book a meeting with me and I can take you through that a little bit more. But the whole goal is Kenekt is not in front of people's face here. It's your brand and your stock list. So that's the agency portal solution there. And just to take you through how that looks, I've logged into this property portal as a referral agent or a partner or a buyer. As you can see, I've got the brand of the company right in front of me. There's no referral information here. And my inquiry is a little different. It's just a property inquiry, just registering my interest. It's just enough to start a conversation. Okay, so all these inquiries, they don't go to the Kenekt account managers, they go to you. Okay, they go directly to you. So you, for example, here, they can just go up here. Those inquiries land with you. You can kick off the conversation and then nurture the deal from there. Oh, okay. I guess a couple more things we can have a look at. Go. Okay, I think that's enough. But look, there's quite a few options here that we can help you bring real-time property listings to you. Maybe a website integration, maybe also a CRM integration. So let us know how that might work for you. We've got quite a few companies now who are taking out those type of accounts. So yeah, I think I've covered it. Anything else I missed, Pravin?
Marty, I think that's really good. Thank you. I think you've covered it all. We would probably want to take a few questions. I have a couple of questions from Ronnie that I just wanted to repeat to the group so that everybody's across it. Integrations with CRMs possible. We have done integrations with a couple of CRMs. The data can actually land up on your website without an integration with your CRM as well. The easiest thing is to actually put the data onto a separate subdomain, like Marty was saying, something like, say, houseandland.yourdomain.com.au, or portal.yourdomain.com.au. That's also possible. Integrations with new CRMs that we haven't integrated with takes time, right? So there's an effort involved. We'll have to talk to you about that. So we have integrated with things like HubSpot, etc., Pipedrive, or some of these things. But look, we got to talk about CRMs that we haven't integrated with. But there's always an always an option available, like an easier option available if you want to quickly put stock in front of your referrals and clients.
Yeah, I think Pravin's correct there. There's quite a few different, I mean, it could be thousands of different integrations, but we do have an open API that you can actually pull the property listings from.
That's right.
So that's often the first place to start. But I do know a lot of people are tied to the CRMs. So have a chat to us. It is a bit of a longer project. Just be aware of that. So it's not like an overnight sort of integration that we do have, but we've done Property Me, we've done HubSpot, and a couple of different WordPress websites.
Also, there is always an option available, right? So just like I mentioned, that subdomain which is managed by us, that kind of integration, so to say, is instant. I mean, it probably takes half an hour to set that up.
Yeah, that's right. It's a half an hour meeting with me, and I just take you through how to set up your domain name. So that's all it is. You just need to register your domain name registry, like GoDaddy. It's about a half an hour process just to set that up. So then it's all white labeled on your own brand, and you get your own copy of the Kenekt marketplace.
Right. I think there was a question about referral fees in Queensland. We target to have a minimum of 30K plus GST, 30K or more as referral fee. It's not always possible. I can give you some examples. 99% of our properties will have 30K or more. Say if you're working with regional Western Australia, for example, there could be 25K in commissions, for example, but like that's only for 1% of the stock, I would say. Jason has a question around Marty. Can you see some of these questions as well? I mean,
yeah, sure. The referral details are placed on every package. Where it may vary, it's on request, but we aim to have it here for every package and how it's broken down and paid. So it should be on every package there, and we're working through each one.
Yes. Jason had a question around whether this is only house and land. Look, we started off with house and land because we have a house and land stock management system that is used by some of the bigger wholesale builders in the country. That doesn't mean we need to stick to house and land. There is discussions with some of the bigger apartment builders as well as some of the bigger apartment aggregators. I can use an example here, like Colliers, for example, to see if we can integrate with their platform and pull apartment data as well. Now, that said, the platform today is a house and land platform.
Yeah, that's right. We have a few apartments. As you can see, we got 13. I'm sure there's a lot more out there. But you're right. We are focused on house and land at the moment, and we will start to grow into townies and apartments very soon. I saw another question regarding SMSF. So that's the contract type. So you can actually do a search and filter by single contracts. Some of our builders offer that already out of the box, or they can do it on your behalf. So there's 27 different pre-packaged single contracts already there. So I'm just trying to see if those might be already, and there's actually some completed homes in that as well. So they're actually completed SMSF homes that are ready to go. So yeah, you can use the filters just to find those specific types of deals.
No worries. Just to add to that, we did try partnering with a couple of third-party single contract providers. It really did not work. We didn't, in the sense that from a holding cost perspective, the holding cost was really high. So the SMSF or rather the single contracts provided on the platform are directly from builders. They have equity at their disposal. Some of them have equity at their disposal to present single contracts. Most of them probably target to be around, say, 15% in holding cost or slightly more. I mean, it depends. We've got a nice little article as well to calculate the holding cost over a presented house and land stock. Look, I mean, we present a stock directly from wholesale builders. Yes, There is single contract stuff, but that comes directly from the builder, not from a third party. How long does it take? Do we pay for access to your platform? Yeah, look, this is a good. Gary has a question around: do you pay for access to the platform? No, Gary. I mean, we don't charge you anything for the platform or the white labeling or the integrations, etc. There is an expectation. Okay, the question is, how does Kenekt make money? Obviously, we keep a little bit from commission. There is an expectation to do at least one deal a quarter with us. If you get an account, that's 4 deals a year. That will keep Kenekt sustainable. And that's how Kenekt makes money. That doesn't stop you from working with builders that you already have relationships with. We can't do that. It's just 4 deals a year that we expect from you.
Yeah, that's right. If you like the ease of use, that everything is in one place, you've got the white labeling service, you've got the property sourcing service. That's the value that Kenekt provides. Okay, and that's why we want to keep that service free, because it's a shared success model, right? If you're making deals, then we're all successful in this right. Together. So we want to make it as open as possible, and that's our goal. And we're going to keep growing the number of suppliers and the size of the stock list here. Even though it says it's about 900 packs, 900 packages available, this goes up and down by 100, 200 a day, right? There's a lot of throughput going through from our suppliers, and we are constantly updating the stock list.
So Robert has a question around regional New South Wales and builders there. Yes, we are trying to. Orange, for example, we do have builds in the Hunter region. Obviously, Orange, there's Tamworth as well. We're looking at onboarding builders in these locations as well. Right now, we don't have stock in places like Tamworth and Orange because we haven't tied up with builders in those areas. There's a process of doing due diligence with the builders. It takes a bit of time to onboard a builder, data management, etc. So yeah, but absolutely. I mean, these are important locations, and we are looking out for wholesale builders in these locations. Who manages the contract? We sign a contract. Obviously, we sign a contract with the builder, with the wholesale builder. There is a referral agreement between you and us. You are our clients, so we'll have an agreement with you. Does the client sign the bill contract? Yes, the bill contract, the land contract actually goes directly to the client. You can opt to not do so and kind of get that delivered through you if you request that. But with most wholesale builders, they will issue contracts directly to clients. So that was a question from Russell. I think we have covered. Did I miss any, Marty?
No, I think we try and keep things really simple here at Kenekt. Here we go. There's another one. Yeah, we'll definitely share the recording, guys. And
that's right.
The best thing is just to join up. Head over to our sign up page and just have a go. See if there's any properties there that match your current needs or maybe future needs, and then everyone who signs up has a quick conversation with our head of sales, and he'll help just understand where your business is going, how we can support, and how can we really form up a partnership. Let us help you with that property sourcing piece for your business.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. I mean, Turgut wants the sign up link. The sign up link, Turgut, is at the top of the chat window. That's a very good point. There is an onboarding process with new partners, right? Our builders expect us to do that. It's just a small survey which kind of give us a handle of your business, as well as there is a small phone meeting that we expect with you, our head of account management will give you a call to see that, like just to see that we have the right people onboarded, right? So this is a B2B platform. We want to see that we've got property advisors and the right people onboarded onto the platform, as you might understand. Our builders expect us to do that. With the white label, Russell says, with the white label, do we need a full website already? A website already in a new domain? No, you just need a domain. You don't need a full website. Russell, you just need a domain name from GoDaddy, for example. Have we covered it all, Marty? Who manages the contract? Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, nice. Look, if you have an existing website, I mean, you could just attach this as a link, and that will give you just a private property portal, and it just looks like this. Here we go. I'm still sharing my screen, and this is where your referral partners or even your buyers can just sign in to have a look at your latest stock. So just a way of engaging some of our partners have used this just to say, look, I've got a set of buyers who are looking to buy. How do I provide them just with a list of my available stock? Give them this. It's a way for them to keep engaged with your business. They can see the latest stock coming through. They can get property alerts coming through to their own inbox and then pick up the phone to you to say, look, I've just seen this duplex come in, and can you help me understand a bit more about it? So it's a way of keeping them engaged with your business. It's all white labeled. You can change. You don't need this picture of Bondi. That can go as well. So it's very flexible in that way. And as I said, it's about a 30-minute phone call, video call with me, and we can just get it set up from there. So we're just experimenting with this, a couple of different ways of using it. But you might have people who using that.
Let me take Gary's question because I think it's pretty important. I mean, the build contract, so the wholesale builder, I mean, we're talking about build to rent properties, investment properties. In most cases, these are full turnkey fixed price assets. The standard warranties that come from every builder is different. I think in terms of what they present, in terms of like, say, inclusions, etc., but they're standard inclusions. Gary says the warranties and things I assume are still covered by the builder. Yes. So the short answer is yes. The build contract with the HI contract is with the builder. All of that is covered. Is there a process of safeguarding ourselves from the client dealing with the builder directly? Yes. That is one of the reasons why Kenekt exists. We see to it that everybody is protected in the chain. If basically if you're not getting paid, we are not getting paid as well, right? So there's a process of safeguarding that chain. There's a way to do it, and we execute that. Do you have PM relationships for investors? Yes, we do tie up with property management companies across the country to, if you have a build in Albany, in regional Western Australia, we help you figure out firstly the appraisal on that property as well as property management ongoing. Ronnie, at what stage we know? Right. Okay. Ronnie, that's a very good question. So the data presented, we present you all the data, but the builder profile is not presented, right? So as soon as you know that the client is kind of interested in the property, you download the EOI form. It's a form to be filled together with client IDs. If you no holding deposit required, no booking deposit required. If you give that to us, we will present that to the builder, and at that point of time, we will send you a builder profile. And thereafter, obviously, the process flows as you might expect. to actually hold the land or block the land, you will have to, in most parts of the country, a holding deposit needs to come in, which is generally about $3,000 to $5,000. Jason, as a buyer's agent advocating for our clients, how do we do that once they sign the contract to build? Marty, I'm missing. Jason has a question, Marty. I mean, as a buyer's agent advocating for our clients, how do we do that once they sign the contract to build? Right. So once the land and build contract are signed and unconditional, the client, well, the builder in most cases have some sort of a technology tool or something to actually keep you and the client informed. If they lack that, we can help you. We are basically your admin team. We can help you understand where the build is at, right? If that was the question, Jason, I mean, I could have misunderstood the question. If that's the question, 50% of the builders, wholesale builders, have really advanced platforms to keep the client informed. But look, the rest of the 50% just sends emails, etc. In those cases, you can depend on us to provide you information. If the client, I'm sure the client's going to come to you if anytime he needs information. So you can depend on our admin team to provide that information to you. Jim, how holding deposit goes into your trust account? Right. Jim has a question. It's a very important question. Trust accounts. We do not do trust accounts, right? So the holding deposit, as well as any deposit that needs to go to the builder or the land developer, goes to the builder and the land developer's trust account. The money doesn't, even the initial holding deposit does not come to us. Yes, we will let you know trust account details. Our account managers will let you know the trust account details and how much needs to go into the trust account, but it is always the builders or the land developer's trust account.
Right. Kenekt doesn't hold any money on your behalf, and we'll let you know regarding the refund policy of the builder before you submit.
Yeah. I mean, the holding deposit, the $3,000 to $5,000, in many cases, the builder would actually say that it's non-refundable. But look, I mean, they want to manage relationship with Kenekt. Obviously, that's Kenekt is a club, and that's where we kind of hold a bit of clout, right? I mean, in most cases, we have been able to get the deposit refunded, like the holding deposit, the $3,000 to $5,000 refunded. And builders do that to manage relationships. How do we deal with selling agents, negotiate and advocate on their behalf? So Kenekt will take care of it. Contracts signed. Jason, okay, can I give you a call after the meeting, Jason? I mean, I didn't quite understand the question. So I'll probably want to talk to you after the call.
There's a question there regarding registered land. And yes, in the property filters, you can see if the land title has been registered or when the expected registration date is there. So absolutely, you can see when the land is registered and deal with the expected price range. Look, what we've seen is builders adding in dates into their listings about when package prices are valid until. So you know that if you complete your fixed price contract up to that date, the price will be the same. So we're starting to see that as a result of the situation globally happening right now regarding their price increases. So what we've seen is just builders adding more information to their listings to tell us when the price increase might be coming. And generally, there's a 3-month window there that I've seen in my experience.
Okay, this is a good feedback actually, Marty. Brendan's saying it'll be handy to see all the questions. It'll make it easier for us to follow and understand the questions being asked. I mean, I think we got the setup wrong. The next time we do this, absolutely, Brendan, that's a really good feedback. By default, it probably doesn't actually show you the questions. It shows us the questions.
I'll have to blame Zoom for that one.
What if, okay, there's a question by Jim around contracts. What if contracts lapse? How could the deposit or refund the money flow? Right. Okay. It's the same as I'm supposing you're talking about the holding deposit, like the $3,000 to $5,000 deposit, like whatever the booking deposit, basically. Yes. If the contracts lapse, we generally tend to get the holding deposit back for you from the land developer. All right, from the
we'll let you know the policy.
We will
So
let
every
you know the
builder's got
policy, yes.
every builder's got a policy on that.
Yes.
So it's you'll be aware of what it is before going in. Okay, so
Yes.
we'll definitely give you that information, and it's not variable, but in some cases we've had to lean in to get deposits refunded, but it has to be very clear up front. It's all written down, so you'll be aware, and your buyer will also be aware before going in.
That's right. How can I give some sort of surety to my client if I myself? All right. Okay. Right. So Gary has a question on, this is probably a very important question. So basically, the 15-20 page white label property pack that you present to client will not have builder details in it, as in like the builder profile in it, right? In which case, so Gary has this question, how can I deal with that with my client? Once you know that the client is interested, Gary, you present EOI back to us with client IDs, right, which we submit to the builder, at which point we give you a builder profile. There is no exchange of money required at that point of time. It is a form and IDs that we need to submit to the builder so that everyone is protected. So that is the process. The holding deposit can come, the booking deposit can come afterwards. Policy displayed on e-listing. Is the e-policy displayed on the listing?
That's a good question. It's not actually at the moment. It's something we should look at doing. So the deposit process policy will be there. I love that. It's a good idea, but at the moment it's not.
Right. Yes. So Gary, before you put in the holding deposit, the question is, the client would need some assurance before signing contracts. Contracts come much later, right? So basically, first comes the EOI that needs to be done. Thereafter, if the client is comfortable with all the details that you've given him, the next step is to put in a booking deposit or a holding deposit, at which point the builder will give you a sales advice and start the contract process, like start issuing contracts to you. In some cases, contract issue takes a bit of time. We manage that process. We've seen issues in regional areas where contracts take about a month to get issued. We will manage all of that. The contracts get sent to the clients, and that's how the contract process starts, right? So in terms of what the client will have all details before the contract process starts, right? So I hope that answers that question. So the client will have all the details and assurances before the contract process starts. Gary also has this question. Gary, let's have a chat after the webinar. In that case, are there cooling off period if the client is not happy to go ahead with the contracts? look, there are finance periods. We can look at some example contracts as well, HIA contracts, to see how they are structured. It depends from builder to builder, from land developer to land developer. All of that details will be with you. Obviously, that's why the account manager will be sitting with you in terms of explaining all of that before the contracts get issued. So you will have all the details before the contract gets issued. Obviously, the contracts could be different from region to region as well as from builder to builder. They are standard in terms of like there's a standard format in the industry, obviously. But some of the clause could be different from builder to builder.
We had a question over here, probably maybe our last one for today, and we can wrap it up. From Peter Jones, which was, what if the builder is already dealing with the referred purchaser? So it's a very good question. I don't think I've actually seen that. Very, very, very common. But often, like if one purchaser purchases through one builder and they love the product, they want to buy another one. So again, it's just a lot of our builders will only deal in a wholesale way. Like they don't actually deal with end purchases. So that way our relationship is protected and your relationship with the supplier is also protected. So most of them won't pick up the phone from, general customers, okay? Because they're paying us to be their external sales team. And that's what we are. So I haven't seen that, but happy to have a chat, Peter, if there's a situation there that we could help with.
Yeah, it's important to underscore that we work with wholesale builders. We don't work with retail builders. There's a split in the industry, right? There are retail builders in the industry, like say Clarendon Homes or Rawson. These are retail builders. We work with wholesale builders who only work through channel partners. There are a couple of small builders who basically want to run the same process for retail as well as wholesale. There are just a couple on the platform. We try to manage, we actually manage the process very strictly for these guys. There are many issues that come up if you deal with a retail builder, because a retail builder will have their own sales team in-house. They will be using marketing platforms like REA and Domain. So look, we don't deal with retail builders. The stock that you see on the platform is from wholesale builders.
Well, I think it's time on that to call it a wrap, Prabhan, and just like to thank everyone for joining today. And please head over to Kenekt.app and sign up. There's a link there to sign up straight away on the website. And look forward to seeing you in our next seminar session.
And also, Marty, I've just posted a message. Like, if you need to have a chat with me, I've put my phone number there. Please give me a call. But the easiest thing is to actually set up an account, start setting up an account. As part of the setup, there's a call that will be organized with Cam. And I guess that's the process. And it's probably the easiest thing to do.
All right. Thank you, Prabhan, and thank you everyone on the call.
Thank you.